Hey everyone, before we get into this podcast, I wanted to again apologize for the comments that I made in the New York Times article. I stupidly was trying to make a comparison at the absurd amount of national media that my affair received. And the comparison I made was stupid and ignorant, and I'm really embarrassed, and I'm really, really sorry.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Everybody Loves Tom. Today we are going to be recapping episode 5 of this season on Vanderpump Rules. This was a very intense episode. I think probably one of the most intense so far. Probably not the most intense of the season, but it's a build. It's a build. Yeah.
This was actually a breakthrough episode and a breakthrough trip, I feel like.
Yeah.
For you especially.
Yeah.
And that was your first dose of, I guess, empathy or real connection with our crew outside of me, really.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude, you did such a great job of spearheading that and charming everyone to come. You and Lisa, really.
Yeah. I mean, it was a delicate act, that's for sure. And it was met with some controversy.
Yeah, I know everybody was kind of put in a little bit in between. Like, obviously, when there's a trip like that, you know, they're all like, people are encouraged to go. You know, but also it's like them in the balancing act of going to Lake Tahoe and then still staying in good graces with Ariana and Katie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, like, I know they were in, like, a bit of a... I think it was actually better that Ariana and Katie didn't go because I think it took pressure off people a little bit.
Completely. People could breathe easy. And I don't think that they felt like they were in violation of any sort of loyalty to Ariana because we were going there primarily to celebrate Lisa's new bar.
Yeah.
And just to get a little breather, you know? I've always found Lake Tahoe to be so like restorative and just uplifting. It was a spiritual cleanse.
It was.
It was.
It was a cleanse.
Yeah.
Especially jumping in that water. That water was amazing.
Was it cold?
Like, yeah, but like refreshingly cold. It wasn't like ice cold, but it was colder. But yeah, it was like refreshingly cold.
Healing.
Healing. Like being on those rocks too, like was so awesome. Like just swimming around in there.
Yeah, there's some. Have you been in the water in Tahoe?
I've never been to Lake Tahoe before.
Dude, it's the waters look like the Caribbean. The greens
so
and the
clear.
blues. Yeah, there's moments I felt like I was in Bora Bora again.
Wow.
It reminded me of
Sneaky brag.
Queenstown, New Zealand. Like, but in the summer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not in the winter where they're sawing the ice. We're jumping in.
Jeez.
Like in special forces, not like that.
Not there.
No.
No, I was going to say, you're a great mediator to get everybody there.
I'm okay. It's a role I know well.
Yeah, by now.
10 years of being one on the show. But I feel like, I mean, at the airport, there was a profound moment. I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't seen the episode yet. I know you guys watched it, but I remember it so vividly because, you know, at the airport, that was the first like continued, or the first, I think, at least in your words, you said the first time you felt like you were looked at with a shred of humanity from this group or from some of the people in our friend group, and you I think you cried immediately.
Dude, I had to like walk away. I was like, I had to go to the bath. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bath. Literally, I walked up, and it's something like just so small, and it's still like I get emotional thinking about it because it was such a pivotal moment for me. Like it was huge, and it was something I didn't expect. But like walking up and seeing Sheena and everybody sitting there, and even like Allie said hi to me, and Sheena goes, "Oh hey, we're over here," and I'm like, I was just shocked.
I think the casual nonchalance caught you off guard.
Completely.
It was
caught
like
me off guard.
disarming, and
it was
also
like so like it was like, hey, we're over here, like a smile, like just so casual, like literally it was 3 years ago, and we're going to freaking wherever. You know what I mean? Like
after kind of being looked at as Lucifer himself for like almost the better part of a year. I imagine just to get a little like casual, hey, how you doing there, pal, was like,
dude, it was so overwhelming.
It's a reminder just for people in general. I mean, even if they maybe don't deserve it, like just checking in with someone or saying hi, or maybe giving a stray compliment here and there. Hey, just want to check in and see how you're doing, friend, can go a long fucking way.
Oh man, it was like, it went a long way with me. I mean, I was like, that first day, I was so like emotional over that. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, you came in my room, you literally go like, don't cry or anything. Or you said like, don't go cry. And I'm literally like crying again.
I'm okay in here. I'm not crying.
I'm like wiping my face.
Yeah.
Because you were expecting them to ignore you, I guess.
I just was, the last time I talked to Sheena was at Sir.
Yeah.
And
It didn't end too well.
no, it was very like, she was very much on guard, very much like walls. You know, when Sheena's
Yeah, of
like,
course.
got that fucking wall up, like she's just like, her posture is very tall, like,
It was a heated convo.
yeah. I mean, it wasn't crazy heated, but it was she was very guarded, you know? And the casualness, I mean, it just was like, wow, so overwhelming.
Yeah. I think not only for you, our group dynamic, but also for the viewers, that this episode will be a nice reset.
Yeah.
Also a spiritual reset.
Yeah.
I hope so, at least. Because I feel like, well, I don't know, man. It's been pretty doom and gloom.
If you notice, my face on the show this season is so on high alert. My eyes are like bugging out of my head. I'm like just always looking around like this. Like,
you're twitchy. You're almost like you were manic.
yeah.
A manic, neurotic.
You just like want to be careful. You're like, you never know what's
Psychotic.
going to happen.
Yeah, when you're just constantly attacked, you get very, it's like,
You're paranoid.
you get paranoid, you get very like, you know, you get shell shocked. You just, and a lot of things like, you know, it's like obviously you want to be remorseful and, you know, like have contrition, all that stuff. But you've been just warped by so much like attacking, like, and anger and bullying and just literal bullying, you know, like that you become like so resentful, and it sucks because you don't want to be, but you're just like,
Well, it's not, you know, I mean, you were born without a heart or a brain, so you can't be too hard on yourself.
yeah, you're right. I
That's
do
true.
get a pass on that.
I mean, I saw the SNL episode, so. How does it feel to get roasted by?
Did we
One of the
talk
great-
about on SNL and John Oliver?
Oh, John
John
Oliver
Oliver talked
roasted
about
you?
you?
Yeah, he said that like something, I didn't watch it, but he said that like a pig is smarter than me or something like that. But he was
Pigs are
probably at
pretty
least
smart though,
funny.
Tom.
At least he was probably funny. The SNL thing just seemed like somebody who was just angry.
I feel like they added it last second and they didn't really flesh it out well. By the way, I love SNL. I've
Oh,
been
me
watching
too.
it since I can remember. Since I feel like I grew up on SNL, so there's no hate here. And I think it's on some level an honor to get roasted by Saturday Night Live. But
Is it
just-
a roast or is it more just like, I hate Tom Sandoval?
That's why
That's what it felt like.
It
I'm
felt
like-
a little. It felt flat and it felt a little contrived. But I would still be honored personally if they roasted me. No,
Yeah.
it just felt a little pointed.
Just to be mentioned, I think it's cool.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, it felt like there was like one writer there who really doesn't like you, and was like, "Oh, this will be like a way to stick him." When we played in New York City last May, all of the writers came to see the show. They came backstage and hung with us, took pictures with you. So I mean, they hate you so much. They came
Yeah.
to see us play. We're going to be back in New York in May. I'm sure
Yes.
they'll come back. They're more than welcome to come back.
Yeah, we'd love to have him.
We'd love to have them. But I think it's an honor, even if they were making fun of you. I don't
thought it
know.
was
They
gonna
made
be
fun
funny,
of. They make
though.
fun of a lot of people.
I thought it was gonna be funny.
I think at this point, I don't know, making fun. Although you don't do yourself any favors, let's be honest. But making fun of Tom Sandoval at this point is just such a low hanging fruit. You know? Such
Yeah.
an easy target. I think
Right.
it's a little just fatigued, man. And I think collectively, I could speak on behalf of the nation. I think everyone's got hating on Tom fatigue. Like, all right, time to move on.
Yeah, low hanging fruit is a great way to put it. It's like the easy joke.
It
Say
wasn't
what
a
you
joke
want.
though.
Well, I thought I still
Listen.
cackled just because I didn't see it coming.
It just seems so out of nowhere.
I did not see that. It was almost a non sequitur.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
seemed
a
like
non sequitur. It
We
was
have
just like-
12 seconds. We got to fill people.
It was just like-
what are we gonna do?
It was just like
Well, I don't like Tom Sandoval.
Tom Sandoval, da da da, and then it's like, and then like literally it's like, woo, and then it's like, and then it was like, Tom Sandoval is the biggest narcissist I've ever known, or something like that. And they're like,
oh, from Vanderpump Rules.
yeah,
Yes. And you hear like one woo in the background. And even like the guys who were there, like they laughed because they were like, clearly this is not hitting.
It fell a little flat.
It fell a little flat.
It's almost like.
and then he's like,
Like-
and he's the biggest narcissist ever. Woo!
Yeah. Just one guy in the back. It's
It's like
yeah.
4 people.
Even when the jokes bomb though, that's almost funny in itself. And I have like my comedian friends will tell me there's some sort of like almost guilty pleasure in bombing. I don't know if you guys ever bombed any shows with like, or just have shows that come falling completely flat. And in the moment it sucks, but afterwards it's kind of hilarious.
Oh,
It's a bomb.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a comedian. I have nothing but respect for comedians.
Me too.
I'm not. I could never. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could do stand up, mediocre stand up after years of practicing. But like, I've tried to like make jokes on stage and like.
Wait, I saw your Interview Magazine article. That was pretty funny. You sure you're not a comedian? I like it warm and moist was the headline. I'm just like, oh my God, dude.
Dude, what? It's not. I don't.
Whose concept
Cakes.
was
About
that?
cakes.
Whose was it supposed to be tongue in cheek, kind of ironic,
I
sexy,
guess. I don't
weird?
know. They're like, we want to do the thing where you have cakes. I'm like, okay. I don't know.
Have you guys seen Idiocracy? I feel like if that was the universe we were living in, that would have fit in perfectly in that world.
We're just going to do like a 10-year ban on talking to all print press, I think. Just that's it.
I'm on an indefinite.
Yeah,
press
that's it.
blackout.
Dude,
That's
yeah.
it.
You're getting a muzzle, dude. You're getting a muzzle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, it's still cool to be mentioned on SNL.
I was a little
Regardless.
jealous, even though, yeah, maybe it was a little mean spirited, but I was like, damn, I want to get roasted on SNL.
Yeah.
It's just such a near and dear show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen most of the episodes ever since like starting in maybe like 95.
Yeah, it's a legendary show. Your name was on like one of those classic like huge
Cue
cue cards.
I know. It'd be cool if you could get that.
Yeah. I wonder if you can
I'll
get
ask
that.
him for it.
For real. I thought you were friends with some of the writers there.
No, they've moved on.
Oh, from being fans of you or from?
Probably.
Probably.
both.
Yeah. You know-
Probably both.
yeah.
No, they've moved on to other shows and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
be serious. That'd be cool though, to have that cue card.
We'll try to find them. We'll try to find them.
Well, onwards and hopefully upwards.
Yeah.
By the way, side note, I was in Nashville and Tom couldn't make it, but we were plugging our whiskey, and I wanted to give a shout out to DraftKings Cocktail Lounge and PBR. It was so fun, and dude, people
PBR
were
is
loving
great.
it. We were serving up the rye, made some cocktails. I ran into your guys' manager,
Our agent, Jim.
your agent, yeah,
Nice.
and we got drunk together.
Nice.
Jim Lenz.
Delightfully, pleasantly
Yeah.
drunk, not wasty. And we had a great night. Nashville is the shit, man.
We love Nashville.
Is that your first time going?
Second, we were hitting honky tonks, man. I love Music
Oh,
City.
so fun.
Yeah.
Nash Vegas. That's
Nash
what they.
Vegas.
And I just had such a good time. I met so many fucking cool people. My God. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Nashville, and Montreal, and Toronto.
Yeah, you've been all over the place.
Just a little bit.
Oh my God,
New
you've been
York.
traveling like crazy.
Oh shit, New
Jet set,
York, dude. I
Watch
did
What Happens Live?
Jenna Dewan, who is
Yeah.
absolute delight, so fucking kind and generous with her time, and just like
Great episode.
super cool. I feel like I had it pretty good. I feel like I just kind of sat there and smiled and she got all the hard hitting questions. That's my dream. Watch What Happens Live. Sit there, maybe, hopefully look pretty.
Man.
Yeah, you had a cool jacket on.
Thanks, dude.
I liked all the patches.
That's on round 2. That's a one
Those
of a
your
kind.
sponsors?
Well, I don't know if you'd call them that, but they work with my. I have a stylist now. Tom Schwartz. Look at me. Like behind the scenes. But like shout out to the Solomon sisters, Elena and Dina, because they've done. It's kind of maybe a slight external transformation, but it's done wonders just for my confidence in general. It feels good to look good sometimes.
That's
Yeah,
why
of
I
course.
like.
You
That's
look
why I like
great.
dressing up, man.
Well, I've been such a sad sack of shit for so long. I forgot what that feels like.
Yeah.
To be honest,
No, you've been looking great.
I haven't felt sexy in years, so
Dude,
I
you're
felt
bringing
kind of
sexy
sexy.
back.
Whoa,
He's bringing sexy back.
I felt kind of sexy. I
One
watched What Happens
turtleneck at a
Live.
time.
I'm a sucker for turtlenecks.
You are.
I instantly feel like I'm part of 98 Degrees, and it's like 2000 or 2001. No,
Cool.
they were huge fans of turtlenecks.
Yeah.
You're bringing it back.
Yeah, man.
Nick Lachey always looked great in a turtleneck.
He looks so good in a turtleneck.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I just sort of
No, it's
I
good.
hijacked the conversation.
No, it's all.
I don't even remember
No,
what were we talking about.
We're talking about episode 5.
Yeah, no, that, but we were. Oh yeah, but that was hopefully as a viewer, that was a very healing trip.
Yeah, it was.
Got a little. There's some moments that weren't so healing, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like what moments?
Well, it's a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
It is a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Like even when we just first got there was this feeling of like excitement, anticipation, like relaxing, just being in the same house with everybody just really felt nice.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because we haven't seen that.
It just
this whole
I feel like it
season yet.
helped sort of normalize me in a way being in their vicinity,
Yeah.
Yeah.
proximity.
Yeah, absolutely. It made people more comfortable with you. One of my favorite parts, though, was when everybody got there and Schwartz is just going room from room, like giving everybody a beer.
That house was so sick.
It looks so cool.
It was built on boulders too. I'm like, how the hell did they do this?
It was
Like it looked like a construction, like it was a masterpiece, but it also looked like a nightmare to like try to build.
Whoa.
if you get a
was
chance,
crazy.
shout out to Verbo.
Yeah.
Verbo, nice.
Was it Airbnb? Verbo.
No, it was Verbo.
It was Verbo that we got that on, and it was an absolute beauty. If you're listening to this and you've ever thought about going to Tahoe, dude, it is fucking incredible.
That dock. Ooh.
Man, Lisa's new spot.
Oh, yeah.
Caesar's Entertainment. It's gonna be called Wolf. It's gonna be a stunner.
I've never seen so many wires in a ceiling before.
Yeah.
It was like
yeah,
disturbing.
you forget how many are in there.
It looked like the Matrix or something. I don't know what it was. I'm like, what do all those wires do?
You exposed some of those wires. Speaking of healing, was it cathartic smashing down those walls?
A little bit.
What did you say again?
I said a lot of
You
things.
said some
You
weird
were
stuff.
naming people's names.
Yeah, dude.
I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
I don't remember doing that.
That was a little weird.
That was a little weird.
And I get where you said like the anger with them, but and then Lala was like, yeah, but like, what about like you? You know what I mean? Like, what about like,
Fair point.
Okay.
The first person you should have mentioned was Tom Sandoval.
yeah.
But I think in psychology they call that sublimation.
Ah.
Yeah. Instead of-
Nice word.
What's sublimation?
I think I remember. It's like using redirecting your anger into something constructive or destructive. You chose the latter, but we all did. And yeah, man. Anyways, we had a good time on that trip.
I was kind of being funny when I said that.
I know.
Right.
I knew they were right there.
I could
Right,
sense
right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. As if they're not sensitive people as well. You're like, is that my name? But no, it was funny. And then you said something funny.
Everybody had what?
Single at 40. Something
Oh,
like
God.
that.
I know,
Or
man.
something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to get too heavy on the podcast, but like this was the first time, and like we've all done, like there's been so much that's happened in 13 years of friendship with everybody, but even at like some of the lowest moments and the most like controversial moments, I feel like we always kind of stuck together. We took breaks from each other, but this is the first time in the history of the show where I feel like we really had a long
A severe like
fracture or chasm.
Fracture, yeah.
Like it just, I mean, it really
like even
fucking
even like
destroyed the group dynamic. Yeah.
even back in the day, like when a long time ago, Jackson Kristen situation, like people were like pissed at them.
Well, we would always take healthy, much needed breaks from each other. But like, yeah, man.
People were like pissed at them, but like there was always a little bit of like, even after the finale, like it would be like, all right, well, like it's over, like, you know what I mean?
Let's hug
like,
it out.
Sort of, in a way.
There was no hugging it out after our last, reunion.
Yeah, like, and even with like Lala and Sheena, like 2 seasons ago, like that was even like, I don't know, or Lala and Ariana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know.
I feel like there's been a little bit of a shift.
Totally. This episode, for the first time,
A little bit of
the
a
healing has begun. And I think we're about to see that in the next episode with your person coming.
Yeah.
Without giving anything away.
I'm not going to give anything
Okay,
away.
well.
That was interesting.
We're very excited for that.
It was intense. Yeah.
Was it weird seeing Graham/Hippie for the first time come
Yeah.
walk onto the dock?
That was...
Did anybody know before you guys went to Tahoe that James had Graham?
No.
So
No.
that was the first time everybody saw him. Wow. So that must
Yeah.
have been like, whoa.
Yeah, I was
kinda
like,
seeing that.
oh.
I would
Yeah.
have probably been less surprised to see the mother of that dog walk down.
Yeah, because like, what is the dog doing
I just don't
here?
know. That was mind fucked plot twist.
I couldn't
on top
believe it. I was
Yeah.
in shock. I
Yeah.
you know, being a good friend, I immediately went up and called Rachel's, Rachel wasn't speaking to me, so I called her publicist
Yeah.
and let her know that had happened. So that way they could try to do, because it's like obviously a really bad look for the dog to end up in a shelter.
Not a good look.
You know,
Yeah, like
Disaster.
who knows what happened?
yeah.
Like they must not have known that.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but so they could try to do some damage control. But yeah, I don't know. Like that was really crazy.
Yeah, because you could kind of see your face like, whoa.
I know that Graham apparently had bit her mom pretty bad.
Yeah.
She had to get stitches. And then, like, I guess they took him to a foster, or he was being fostered, and then I think he bit that person as well.
Yeah, I think even Rachel said that on the podcast with Bethany Frankel or something.
I don't know. I didn't listen to him, but
Yeah, so that was kind of already
yeah.
out there.
yeah.
Well, it's a happy ending.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, I mean,
it
James
really
is-
is.
So, yeah.
He's with
James-
someone that he knows and stuff. So that's
Yeah,
really,
no,
really
James-
I
good.
don't know how it's going to go with the cats, though.
That was funny watching that together. But obviously, I'm sure it's better now. But
Yeah.
It
definitely,
is better now. James was telling me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw James perform in South Florida on a whim. I was there for my grandpa's
Oh,
100th
wow.
birthday party. And I find out James
In
happens
Hollywood?
to be DJing at the exact hotel that I'm staying at with
What?
Jesus. Yeah.
No way.
Crazy.
Dude, he brought the house down. He absolutely killed it.
Whoa.
Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is he still doing Sandoval's a Liar?
No.
That's not part of the set.
What was that?
Where he gets it Sandoval?
No. He's doing
Liar?
this is like real deal DJ.
Okay,
set.
sweet, okay.
He does open
I got
with
it,
the
I gotta
VPR
ask.
theme song when it gets the crowd hyped, and then it's just a authentic real
Banger.
deal. Yeah.
No, I see a
Banger
lot of
after
clips on TikTok and it looks great.
Dude, my mom had the best time ever. Like to see, 'cause my mom doesn't really drink or party. To see her with a bottle of 1942 in her hand, fist pumping to James Kennedy at 2 a.m.
Whoa.
was one of the great simple pleasures of my life. Dude.
That is awesome.
She loved it, man.
That's hilarious.
My mom's not a partier. She's not a
Yeah.
drinker. But like every once in a
Now
while,
she is.
she'll show up and she will rally. And she did, man. She was gambling.
That's awesome.
She smoked a cigarette. Sorry, mom. She
she smokes cigarettes.
She does. Not all the time, but
I used to smoke cigarettes with her.
I know. She had one shot of Fireball.
awesome.
She had one glass
She
of
loves the
white
Fireball.
wine. And then she had
That's how I always get to your mom. Get her the Fireball. Fireball.
Don't tell
gets her
everybody
loose.
now.
easy now. Anyways, Tom, I'm gonna read some of your quotes from your
from my interview magazine.
Your cake eating supervillain article.
Dude, you know when you eat cake as a supervillain, you go like, whoa. Whoa.
It's a little dry.
I don't know, dude.
This cake is more about the look. I like it though. It's nice and heavy, profound. This probably costs $95. I think it's going to taste edible. I would give this to Taylor Swift. Are you okay? Clearly not.
I think
What would you have said, Schwartz? Tell me.
Gelson's strawberry shortcake. It's fluffy,
What
timeless,
would you have said?
and predictable.
What would you have said, Schwartz?
I'm gonna counter. Wait, what was the point of this?
I don't know.
You're just like,
I
I
don't know.
want
It was
to.
interview magazine. It wasn't grilling me about the show, so I accepted it with open arms.
Okay, that's
You're
actually
just like,
fair.
I want to OD on sugar as quickly as
Yeah.
possible.
I didn't
Say
really
the
like
craziest
any
shit.
of the cakes. They all tasted like shitty in their own way.
It was like in the photographer's trunk for the last like 8 hours,
No, they weren't. They
baking
were
in the
just-
sun.
There was just one that was like expensive, and then the rest were like, I don't know. They were just, they didn't have that nice moist cakey feeling. They all like sounded like,
Like that delicious
When you
Sweet
like
Lady
cheese.
Jane taste that we want so badly.
I don't know what
R.I.P..
it was, but I just,
Dude, you were having a very bad week. Let's just say that. And then I opened Instagram when I was in New York, and the first thing I see is you with your shirt off, and the caption is, "I like it warm and moist." And I'm just like, what the fuck is this, dude? This is a fucking fiasco, a calamity, a farce.
You just put your phone down immediately. Just like, make it go away.
I was like, I thought it was a joke.
I did not say that.
Well, it was in there with quotation marks around it.
Dude, come on. I did not say I like it warm and moist.
No, you're talking about the cake. You're anyways.
Dude. What the fuck?
Want to become a baker or something?
I don't know. I don't know, man.
That's
I was not in the, since it was not about, the scandal or whatever,
You're just like,
I was like, sure.
sure,
Let's
I'm
eat
with
some
cake.
I would love to talk about cake.
Yeah.
Let's eat them. I didn't know what to fucking say. I don't care about cakes. I really don't give a shit about cakes.
Yeah. It's not one of your passions.
It's just really not.
No, we know that now.
Yeah.
If I went the rest of my life without ever eating another piece of cake, I would be perfectly okay with that.
What's your number one dessert then?
Probably bread pudding.
Interesting.
I ate bread pudding last night.
Really?
Yeah. Blueberry
Wow.
bread pudding.
Wow.
Wow.
What's your favorite dessert?
I like a bread pudding or a toffee pudding. I like a nice hot
Wow.
and cold, like a hot toffee pudding with like ice cream, vanilla ice cream, or Heath bar and ice cream. I do love cheesecake,
bar.
Ice cream cake. I do red velvet's nice, like a cupcake.
Yeah. Like
But-
a warm, chewy snickerdoodle cookie. Forget about it.
yeah. My mom
Interesting.
makes 13 or 14 different kinds of cookies every Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, makes a lot of different cookies.
I feel like this would be a great opportunity to plug an ooey gooey bar.
You mean butter cake?
Ooey gooey butter cake.
It's just called gooey butter cake.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, it's a big St. Louis
It
dessert
is.
that was supposed to be on our menu. It might still be, actually.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Anyways. Maybe just don't talk anymore.
Yeah.
Unless you-
Okay, I'll just not.
Zip it.
We'll be like Penn and Teller.
Yeah, right. There we go.
That's a good.
We'll just let you
rebrand.
sing sometimes if you behave.
I'll just be. Wait, what is it? Which one talks?
Penn talks.
Yeah, I'll be Teller.
Teller just does magic. So
Yeah.
we'll only let you do magic, Tom.
You could only speak under the cloak of melody
Yeah.
or singing covers. That's it.
Yeah. And do card tricks. That's it.
All right.
Agreed?
Okay.
Lastly, as we were kind of finishing up with James, your chat with James after drinks
Yeah,
seemed to go very well.
it did. I
Yeah.
felt very, very good about it. Yeah.
Because he kind of kept saying throughout this season, all he wants was an apology. And during your convo and towards the end, you kind of finally came out with just a direct, James, I'm sorry I hurt you.
Yeah.
And it seemed like that's what he was looking for. And you gave
Yeah.
it to him. And it was nice.
I did apologize to him at my house too. I did.
Yeah, but it came with like a
No, it didn't.
comma.
No, it did not.
Okay.
I said, I'm really sorry about that. And he looks at me and he goes, are you
It's not
sorry
enough.
for the ultimate betrayal?
Oh, right. I remember.
I just, yeah, it was something that always really bothered me because it was a really fucked up thing. And we were also like, at that point, really tight. Obviously, I did apologize to him. I did. There was, I apologized to him. And then obviously he said like, well, you sorry for the ultimate betrayal. And obviously that's what caused that thing. But overall, I think it was kind of similar to the Sheena situation where like we were around each other at Sir in the back. Same thing with James being here for the first time. It's like that first, like getting that first jitters like out of the way. And then the second time it's like, okay, get that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, this is a bad setting for that conversation, I just feel, it just felt awkward to watch.
Totally.
Intense, yeah.
You're talking about here.
Yeah, with you and James. This is not the right time or place.
Yeah. But it seemed really productive, and then
breakthroughs, baby.
Breakthroughs.
Mini breakthroughs.
Mini breakthroughs. That's
mini
exactly.
breakthroughs.
And then next episode, hopefully more mini breakthroughs.
Maybe a step back.
No. I think the next episode is just with Sheena and I specifically. I was really in my emotions the first day. Really, really emotional. Sheena definitely is more so the following day.
Yeah.
Well, we're very excited to see it.
It's gonna be
Very excited to see it.
And you can watch it with us.
Yeah.
Tuesdays.
Woo.
Yeah.
Schwartz and Sandy. So most people get there between 6 and 7. The show goes on at 8. And it's fun, man. We got shot skis. You can come do Q&As with us. Ask us anything. Take a selfie. Take a shot.
Yeah.
Get some food, some drinks.
Yeah, man.
You can try to find me during the episode. I'll be hiding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Cowering in the back. But yeah, man. Let's go have a good week.
Yeah. And thanks again, everyone, for tuning in.
We got some shows that just went on sale.
Let's go.
We have a massive tour that we are about to announce very, very soon. All the shows will be on sale very soon. We just announced a couple in Austin, Texas. St. Louis, we're about to announce very, very soon.
Yes.
Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, we're about to announce very, very soon. A lot, but we're going to announce the full tour. We're going to be on the road for like 6 weeks in April, May, and a little bit of June. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's coming very soon.
I'm really excited. It's
Very,
gonna be
very
our
soon.
biggest tour yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very, very soon.
Yeah.
Look out for that.
Yeah.
Look out for our whiskey. That's not plug.
Yeah,
That's
and
not
the
plug-
whiskey.
Our
Yeah.
whiskey. Staging a comeback right now.
Yeah. Tom's Good Lovin'.
We finally got distribution in California.
Woo!
Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, man.
We're going to have some bottle signing events, and it's going to be cool. And this season is going to be a journey. And it seems so long ago because of everything we've all been through for some reason this year. But it's going to be very interesting. So
Let's keep going.
let's keep going. Yeah. Let's keep powering through.
All right.
Yeah, thanks again, everyone, for joining us for another episode of Everybody Loves Tom, because everybody sort of does, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll see you next week.